Family mix.
Yo, yo, yo.
Family mix.
Yo, yo, yo.
Family mix.
Oh. Yo, yo, yo.
Mr. Beast, Restream.
Dun, 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 dun.
Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast.
Guys, welcome in. Sorry, we're just getting everything loaded up. Guys, welcome in. Sorry, we're just getting everything loaded up. Just make sure everything is good. But guys, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy, what's today? Happy Tuesday. Braden, how we doing? Awesome. Always good to hear, Braden. All right. Sorry, guys. Just loading everything up on YouTube and Twitch real quick as well. So just bear with me just a couple seconds here. Oh, crap. Brian, always good to hear that you're doing great. Always appreciate you popping in here. Guys, welcome in. We're just getting everything loaded up, but we're going to be streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and here on TikTok as well. So we're just getting everything ready. We're going to dive into it for about 2 hours. Just talking about everything core buying. So I have 3 clients currently right now at the dealership. So didn't want to take on a new deal for the next couple hours. So welcome in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Get the party started a little bit with a little espresso. Woohoo. Oh, little B, how we doing? Dang, we've been live for 30 seconds and you're already popping in here. I'm a finance manager. I really think you guys are the ones making the money charging people. Okay. $1,000 for a car deal. I mean, listen, little B, the problem is that unfortunately for you, I mean, you may be a good dealer, you may be a good Finance manager is straightforward, but people don't trust the dealership. And why would they? Because if you're a finance manager, I'm sure your job is to essentially charge everyone higher in rate and then charge them the most possible warranties, gap, and other additional products. So that's how you get paid more. Leanne, good morning. Leanne, good morning. Good morning. But Lil B, I mean, again, hopefully you're not a terrible one. Were you in finance? I was in finance. Yep. And I got paid on the same thing. I got paid on holding rate. I got paid on products. We got all that. And I'm sure you do as well. PVR, I was around 1800. I actually didn't like finance though. I like being in front of people. So how do you avoid a down payment on a lease? How do you avoid it? You just tell the dealership you don't want to do it. I mean, I'm okay maybe putting your first payment down or something like that, but at the end of the day, you just avoid it. You just don't do it. Little B, since we're early and we don't have a ton of people in here, you want to tell us how you get paid as a finance manager? That'll probably make my point. Guys, welcome. I'm just getting YouTube and Twitch and everything loaded up as well. I've been live for about a minute and a half, so we're early, but appreciate you guys popping in here early per usual. Oh, Charlie, our first troll of the day. We're going to have to mute you. I get paid to help people. Lil B, explain. How do you help people as a finance manager? How do you help? Gorilla Panda, what's good? What would be the best percentage off an Elantra in would look like? I mean, there's not a lot of profit in Elantras, so I know I haven't negotiated one, but if you want to send me a message in that yellow arrow on the bottom left of the screen, I will send it to my counterpart who just negotiated one. So they always give me 5 options, and there's always a down payment question mark. Yeah, they just do that because, I mean, they want you to put more down. It just helps everything. But overall, with a lease, the only thing, if you have good credit, you could actually get approved with absolutely 0 money down. For us and all of our clients, I always recommend that we just do first payment, roll everything else in. If you want to put down maybe 2 or 3 grand to put down your taxes and fees, great. Is it worth buying a 0-kilometer car? Should I just buy used? It's up to you. Situational. Lil B said, so, guys, if you're just not popping in, Little B is a finance manager at a dealership, and we're not beating him up. We're just asking him because he thinks that what we're doing is we're the ones screwing people. But Little B, no problem. I mean, I'm good to have a conversation about it. So the way you help people is you make sure that they are covered. Risk management, more enjoyable ownership. I do appreciate you for saying warranties are a good option. Yeah, well, I appreciate you saying that. I mean, look, Lil B, this isn't against you, but I personally don't think finance managers should exist at all. I don't. I mean, the only good thing that you guys do for consumers is you may submit a deal and get a better rate. Other than that, I think what you do, selling service contracts, products, and all of that, should be an iPad on a screen. A consumer should walk in the finance office and say, "I want this, this, and this," with a set profit margin. Boom, 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 and then you just move on. At the end of the day, like maybe there should be someone who calls the banks, gets the deal funded, gets everything bought. But at the end of the day, for you to exist to sell people this stuff, I just think it's irrelevant nowadays in 2026. So again, if you're a good person out there, a good manager and all that, and working a good dealer, I do apologize. I'm not coming at you. That's just my opinion on finance managers. I just think they're completely irrelevant nowadays in 2026. M said, I have a second interview at a dealership on Friday. If I get it, this will be my first sales job. Oh, congratulations, Em. Best advice for buying a car for a new 16-year-old driver? Yeah, Dancing Fool, I don't think he needs anything big. If you're 16 or someone else is 16, you don't need a lot. I'm just getting something Honda, Toyota, cheap on maintenance, get me from point A to point B. You don't need anything crazy. I had a finance manager after 2 weeks tell me he couldn't get me finance at a payment on contract. Yeah, Leanne, that is called a spot contract. So what happens if you go into the dealership and you have questionable credit, they may submit it hoping they're going to get top tier, which is the best rate possible. They then may call you back in a week and say, listen, we cannot get you approved. Your interest rate is higher and thus your payment is higher. So you have to come back in and sign. Keep in mind, if that happens to you, you don't have to sign. You can just turn the car and walk away. They're going to do everything that they can to keep you, but it is what it is. Any advice on how to land the job as a sales job? I'm not going to lie. I hate to say this, but at a dealership, as a salesperson, they may hire you just because you are breathing. What I mean by that is to get a job as a salesperson at a dealership, guys, is really not that hard. So really not that hard. Bill Spills, how we doing? I love seeing the other account on here. Michael, thank you so much for the gift. As per usual, Michael, you always send me a gift, I think daily, that I've never seen. So thank you. You're awesome. Gorilla Panda, you just direct message me. I will get to it as soon as we get off live. We're going to be here for about 2 hours, guys. We're going to be diving in. I do have 2 clients that are going through the dealership within the next hour, so I didn't want to hop on a live negotiation right now. I just want to stay free for them in case they call me, because both finance managers at both dealerships refused to talk warranties or anything about anything moving forward. So I'm just staying completely free for them. But please ask away, guys. Anything car buying, leasing, financing, trading, throw it in here. We're going to talk about anything and everything for the next 2 hours. What do you like as good credit? What do you like? Good credit, 720 plus. I mean, but sometimes if you have like a 690 or something like that, and you've had a good payment history with good lenders, you may get what's called like a tier bump, meaning you may qualify for top tier. But generally, anything 720 or better, you're going to qualify. People who charge people to negotiate car deals are no better than car salesmen. Get a real job. Oh, there we go. Miles Stuck 811. Thank you. We always get these comments from the people that have, 30 followers, no profile picture, and no post. So appreciate that, Miles Stuck. I'm sure you're at a dealership, because the only people that hate what we do are dealership people. So it's okay. Wow, you even helped them get into the finance office. Yeah, little B. So yeah, you're probably not gonna like this either. You're a finance manager. So yeah, if we help one of our consumers and they're financing, and let's say we have a great rate at our credit union, we will always try to see if we can beat it through you guys as a dealership. So if you can, and you guys submit it and we beat the rate, we're then going to try to, if they want a warranty or gap insurance or any other products, which warranty and gap is the only two that we recommend to our clients. If they want any of that, we're going to call you as a finance manager. We're going to try to negotiate that beforehand. We want everything done before our clients go in, because we understand the finance office is where it gets very, very confusing. And again, that's your job to upsell them on products, upsell them on rate, and make more money. Even if the dealership lost money on the front, on the car sale in general, it's your job to make up that profit. So we have unlimited credit. Drew 47, that's awesome. That is awesome. Kobe, no, I'm not Andy Elliott. Thank you for asking again. Jimmy Jam said, how do you get paid? We get paid because clients hire us. So we get paid from the client. Great question. Can't wait for the Montana shows with you and Billy. Kyle, yeah, me too. It's going to be fun. How do you know that already? My man got the inside scoop. So why don't you work with dealers and get paid from them as well for sending clients? So little B, that is called a broker. Brokers get incentivized from dealerships to essentially bring clients to them. We don't do that because then we're not 100% on the customer side. If a dealership were to pay me, hey, Tyler, here's $1,000 if you bring a customer to me. What if I get a better deal somewhere else? That means I'm not doing right by our clients. So we're never going to do that. How much do you charge? Jamil, we charge $900. That is our full car concierge. Is bigger down payment better? Question mark. I want to do 50% on a Ford F-150 Snooper Snake. JR, I think it's situational. Like if you plan on keeping that truck for a very, very long time and plan on paying it off quickly, yeah, I would recommend putting it as much down as possible. Lower that payment, lower the amount of interest you're going to pay. So he mentioned it yesterday on the show. Oh, okay, cool. Kyle, yeah, you got I was on the show yesterday. I didn't hear him say that, but yeah. Inside scoop. It's gonna be fun. It's going to be very, very fun. Do you work in all states? Ben, yes, we're in all 50 states. All 50 states. We negotiate new and pre-owned, whether you're financing, paying cash, or leasing. Great question. So, guys, welcome in as we start to get more and more people. My name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. I work with Billy the Car Kid at True Price. Billy the Car Kid is arguably one of the biggest faces in this space. He's got way more followers than I do. We're trying to aspire to be that. But he started a company many years ago called True Price, where we help streamline the process of consumers buying cars, which is just a fancy way of saying that we deal with the dealership on your behalf as a customer, so you don't have to. And yes, people hire us to negotiate their car deals. So for more information about our service, guys, we got a yellow arrow on the bottom left of that screen. If you want to click that, send us a DM. We'd love to help you. Also, if you're in here and you do not follow us, guys, Top left of the screen is our profile. You can click my profile and give us a follow. We're almost at 12,000 followers. So if you guys want to follow us, we're like 80 away. So that would be the next little milestone there. And as always, as we're going through this, guys, for the next 2 hours, if you guys just want to take some time, double tap that screen. All those double taps help lead to likes, which pushes out there more and more people. So we truly appreciate that. Also, a big shout out to all the gifts so far: Leanne, Michael, Bill Spills, and another one from Michael. You guys are absolutely awesome. Love you guys. NP, thank you for the follow. Do you ever do used cars? Mr. E-Man, yeah, we do used cars. We did 2 yesterday live. Nobody buys used cars, so do you do used cars? Yes, we do. Can my expectation be basically, sorry, I just can't read this morning, but you're asking if your expectation should be to negotiate a better deal by at least $900. So listen, when clients hire us for our fee, $900, keep in mind, you're going to get the best deal on that vehicle in your area. So with 100% certainty, depending upon the vehicle, we may not save you $900 on the car, but keep in mind, it's not just the car deal that we do. Yes, we negotiate the best deal on that new or used car that you want, which we may save our fee there. But if you have a trade-in, we're going to shop your trade and maximize that. So we may find some money there. We're going to shop your interest rate and all of your rebate money that you may qualify for. We're going to make sure you get that. We may save you money there. You're also going to go through finance, right? Finance offices where they make a lot of money. If you want a warranty, gap insurance, or any other products, we're going to negotiate that. So throughout the entire process of trying to buy a car, I can almost guarantee with 99.9999% chance we're going to save you at least $900. But that's not really the main reason we do this. The main reason we do this is strictly so you as a consumer do not ever have to deal with the dealership, because nobody wants to do that in 2026. We do all that for you. We save you that time. We save you that headache. So that is the big part of our services. Do you do the tax forms required as well? Drew 47, what tax forms? You talking about like if you're going through finance and can't get approved, or if they need your tax forms? JR said, what about used cars? I heard it's more difficult to negotiate even the add-ons. JR, when it comes to used cars, keep in mind dealerships do price them very aggressively because they have very, very big companies that tell them how to price those cars, such as Car Gurus, such as Edmunds, Auto Trader. All these sites are paid by the dealer. The dealership pays them to help them advertise all their cars. So they're going to price that car sales price very, very well. But keep in mind, they may add on a bunch of BS dealer add-ons. They may then, if you're financing, try to hold your rate. They may try to jack up all those the products in terms of the price as well. So there's a lot more tricks and stuff that they can do on used cars as well. But yes, we negotiate used cars. Sometimes we get money off, depending on how well it's priced. Sometimes we don't. But every single used car, they generally always try to add on the dealer add-ons, which we negotiate those off as well. So great question. Just checking one thing real quick, guys. How well it's priced. Sometimes we don't. But every single used car, they generally always try to add on the dealer add-ons, which we negotiate those off as well. So great question. Sorry, just checking my sound with the new mic. So great question. We've been maneuvering this. There's so many different settings with this new mic that we got, so we're just trying to make sure it sounds good. Do you tender payments by negotiable instruments for us on? Do you tender payments by negotiable instruments for us? I don't know what you mean, Drew 47. Please ask a different way, and I can answer. Did you ever sell cars for a dealership? Yes, I did. I sold cars at a dealership. I was a finance manager at a dealership. I was a new and used car sales manager at a dealership. I did it all except general manager, if you will. But yes, I did. Great question. What happened to that Mazda salesperson who hung up on you? Mazda salesperson. Shoot, which one? That's happened multiple times in the past 2 weeks. Carvana is the best. I just saw a car under 5K under MSRP. I definitely going to buy with them. 876. I mean, be careful. Make sure. I mean, if you saw it $5,000 under MSRP, depends on the car. You may be able to get better, but it just depends. What are some ways we can help you out, such as pre-approval? JR, yeah, if you're going to hire us, we always just recommend to get a pre-approval. at your bank or your credit union, because sooner or later, if you're going to be financed, and we recommend you're going to do that anyway, because we can use that against the dealership to see if you can get a better rate to save you money. So we recommend there. It was the guy who didn't want to send you written details instead of the Foursquare. Oh, Dean 2359. Oh yeah, he was nuts. We just never talked to him again. The manager hung up on me, and we just kept rolling. I have Navy Federal. They good. Navy Federal is phenomenal for pre-owned cars. Absolutely. Phenomenal. Oh, hold on 1 second. Texas calling back. Yes, go ahead and send that to your bank and let them know you're trying to go get the car today so that they can expedite it. After you send that to your lender and they confirm that your loan is good to go, let me know. That's just ridiculous that people do business that way. Worse than the manager hangs up on you. I agree. But I mean, that's the thing too, guys, is like, yeah, we pop in here and we do like a lot of content about I mean, a lot of people hate on us because they're like, "Oh, you're just showing all the bad stuff about the dealership." But like, guys, it's real stuff. Like, it's just stuff to look out for. And the fact that all this stuff is still happening in 2026 is nuts. Like, seriously, like you would think that like this big of an industry would change for consumer, and being that big of a purchase, like everyone ranks it as the second largest purchase of their life. Why isn't it easy to buy a car nowadays? It's not. It's not. It's absolutely not. How long does it take you to find a good deal on an exotic or rare car such as that F-150? Jay, pretty quick. I mean, we'll shop, and it just depends on the car. Able to get discounts on new CRVs or Camry XSC? Oh yeah, parlay. Yeah, all day long. We're getting 35 to $4,000 off on Camrys. We're getting around $4,000 off on CRVs, depending on gas or hybrid. Have you ever bought a house that's worse? Yeah, I've bought a couple of houses, and no, I'd say car buying is worse than a house. At least with a home, you can somewhat enjoy the process. You can enjoy going to look at houses. You generally do not get pressured by your realtor. Um, After you get approved from your bank, yeah, it may take 30 days to close, but you go in, you sign paperwork, and it's pretty easy and transparent, as opposed to, the dealership, the whole step of the process, the dealership is against you as the consumer. They want you to pay the absolute most. The only real person who's against you is the seller of the home. So any deals on how to pilot? Oh, absolutely, Liz. Yeah, definitely. Forerunner Pro Rave Maker, how much is an incredible deal? $2 to $4,000 off, depending upon where you're at in the country. But you can get good deals on those right now. All right, guys. So good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. For those of you guys who are just now popping in, excuse me, and you don't know who I am, my name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. This is our full-time job. We want to do anything that we can to help you guys as consumers. I left the car business after 10 years to do this. This is my 100% full-time job to give out all this content, help you guys. And if you guys want to hire us, you can. That way you never have to deal with the dealership, or you can always just take our free content and apply it to your own deal. So for more info about our services, guys, we got a yellow arrow, bottom left of the screen. You can click that at the bottom left. We'd love to help you guys out. Also, top left of the screen is our profile. If you haven't already, give us a follow there. And as always, as we're going through this, double tap that screen for us. We'd love to help you guys out. And so I'm just looking out my window because a sheriff just drove by. Hope he's coming to arrest me. The dealership's got him on me. You have a Navy SEAL vibe. Dean, I'll take that. Lisa Wong, thank you for the follow. Jacqueline Lee, thank you for the follow. Appreciate all you guys. Ooh, the sheriff. Always good to see him drop by. What a nice little neighborhood up here in Charlotte. Voice text can be accurate. My mortgage broker name was Lexi, and voice text called her sexy. Yes, it can be. I've seen it like when we post our content, like the captions sometimes are all messed up. So it happens. It is what it is. It is what it is. Guys, we're also live on Twitch and YouTube as well. Mr. Richard Wolf on Twitch said audio is good now. Don't break it. Yeah. So, Richard, I do apologize I do apologize if my voice was slightly off. on Twitch or YouTube. It happens sometimes. We got a new mic, so we're just testing everything out there and just checking everything. Also, guys, we got a lot of people in here, so do me a favor. How does everything sound? New mic? Is it crisp? Is it like straight to the point? A little bit easier, no echo? Maybe he needs help buying a new fleet of cruisers. Maybe so. Luckily, she knew what happened, had a good sense of humor. Fair enough, Dean. Do you call dealerships live here? Yes, we do. We call dealerships live. Today, we're not going to. Today, like I said, we have 2 clients at the dealership right now. I want to stay readily available for them, but yes, we negotiate daily. What's your cost on negotiating a car deal with negative equity? Our cost does not change whether you have negative equity, a trade, or anything. It's $900. Do you call dealerships live here? Yes, Dean. Yeah, we do. Daffy said, "Hey, Tyler, what do you do and how does it work?" Yeah, what I do is I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. However, we also pop in these lives and help answer you guys' questions, and we help navigate you through the car business. We understand that car buying in general is very confusing, very difficult, even though it shouldn't be in 2026. So we're here to help you guys. So if you want to hire us, we do have a fee of $900 where we do everything for you, where you never have to talk to the dealer, or you can just pop in these Q&As, ask questions, watch our content, and apply it to your own deal. So what I really do, I just give out free advice to help you guys navigate the car business. I guess that's our bread and butter. Perfectly $100 cheaper than the person you're copying. Good idea. So I'm not copying anybody. First off, I work at a company that's been around longer than the person who you're referring to. But you think he's the first person to do this? He copied someone. Everyone copied someone on everything nowadays in 2026. So thank you for popping in here and saying that. I always love the hate comments, if you will. What deal today? Braid, we're finalizing 2 of our pre-owned deals that the clients are going into the dealership right now. So I'm just staying available for them. We're working on a lot of deals. Any idea of how much I can get off a 2016 Buick Vista being a pre-owned vehicle? I'm not sure. Oh, 2026? Yeah, Buick and Vista, there's not a lot of profit margin in those, a couple grand, depending upon where you're at in the country. Keep in mind that's off MSRP. You still should get all the rebates that you qualify for. And no dealer add-ons whatsoever. 0. But Richaud, to be honest with you, I personally haven't negotiated one. I just know due to the size of the vehicle and profit margins. But if you want to send me a little DM real quick, this yellow arrow on the bottom left of the screen, I'll get exactly how much we could probably get off. As soon as I get off, I will answer. If credit is unlimited and dealers can't ask down payment in a credit transaction and banks can't lend on reserves, who's getting Drew? Just depends on the situation. Is there someone doing this in Toronto? No, unfortunately not. Well, maybe we can't go into Toronto, but just because the other guy has more followers doesn't mean he was the first to do it. What do you mean? Oh, you're referring to other people who do what we do? Yeah, I mean, listen, we have never said anything bad about other people who do what we do. There's a lot of consumers or a lot of people out there who want to change the car business for consumers. We're all on the same page. It is what it is. We never dislike anybody, but we're just happy that there's a lot of other people doing it because we all believe that the car business should change. There's just no way in 2026 it should be this difficult to buy a car, and it is difficult. If you go into the car buying and you don't understand how to go about it, guys, every single which way you go throughout the car business, whether you're trying to buy the car, trade in your car, get pre-approved, everything about them is try to make you pay more as a consumer. Their job is to make you pay the absolute most because that inflates their paycheck. So there just has to be an easier way, and we just want to help change the car business for the better. What's the cost? Our fee is $900. EIJ, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. How do you make money? Haley, consumers hire us to do their car deals. But I mean, keep in mind, we just do a lot of content as well. Like all of our content is free on all 5 platforms. So you can always just watch that and apply it. We never sit here and say, oh, to get the best deal, you have to hire us. No, we don't. The people that hire us are mostly because they don't want to deal with it either. They don't want to go through all the BS and the back and forth and all the games that they're going to try to play against you. Dry Dom, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. We're going to slide this up just a little bit, guys. Just bear with me. Jenna said insane. Jenna, what is insane? I'm sorry. But guys, welcome in. So we are talking everything car buying. Anything possible you guys have, please ask away. Questions about financing, leasing, paying cash, your trade in, whatever it is. Let's go ahead and dive into it. We got a lot of good content that's coming out, guys. Also, if you guys haven't followed us on YouTube, we have 3 to 5 videos going out every single week on YouTube. If you guys ever miss a live stream where we negotiated a new or pre-owned vehicle, we snip that down into a full YouTube video, usually around 30 minutes or so, sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more, and post it on our YouTube channel as well. Honda or Toyota question mark? That should stir a debate. Honda or Toyota? I'm not gonna lie, parlay. I'm probably gonna go Honda. I worked at Honda for a long time. I think it's situational though. I think it depends upon the car or the class. Like car wise, I think I like Honda over Toyota. SUV wise, I think I like Toyota more. Van wise, I think I like Honda. Truck wise, I like Toyota. So I think it just depends. Reserved a 2026 RAV4 Limited over the weekend. It's being built, so hopefully it doesn't take forever. KDF is being built. It's probably going to take a little bit of time, but I mean, as long as you got a good deal, I would wait. Katie, I hope you, what'd you end up paying? Did you get a discount off MSRP? What is the Moroni sticker, and is that the offer sheet? The Moroni sticker is an MSRP sticker that shows the price of the vehicle from the manufacturer suggested retail price from the manufacturer. So that is just a MSRP sticker. It's just a fancy name for it, if you will. A fancy name. What do you think is the best full-size truck to get? Best full-size truck? Tundra. I love Tundras. Guys, thank you for all the likes, by the way. We just hit 8,000 likes and all the gifts and all the new followers. You guys are awesome. Again, we're going to be here for about another hour and a half. So we got our espresso rolling right now. So let's just go ahead and finish this off. We're hoping we get some salespeople or some finance managers in here. If you guys were in here like 20 minutes ago, we had a finance manager claiming that what I'm doing is ripping people off, and what he does is help people as a finance manager. But we're hoping to get a little bit more info out of him, but he took off already. But again, guys, I always say this too. Every dealership is not bad. There's good salespeople. There's good finance managers. There's good sales managers in the business. My best friends are all still in the business, and they're all good people. Just sometimes, we get the only real people who come in here and just really hate what we do are generally salespeople, managers, anything like that. So, but just keep in mind, the only thing we really care about is you guys as consumers. We want to help you guys navigate that journey. So, thoughts on a Kia Carnival? I'm a big fan of those. Katie, you haven't done numbers. Actually, they're just holding it until it gets there. Katie, I would do numbers before. I hope you did numbers before you did a deposit. What if they're charging you $5,000 over? Then you just don't know. Haven't even run credit yet. Katie, I would still talk numbers before you move forward. That I'm a salesman. What's up? Merchant, nothing. Where are you a salesman at, merchant? Is the Moroni sticker the offer and the purchase order is the dealership scam to get us to pay more? No, the Moroni sticker is just like the price of the car. It's the MSRP of the car. The purchase order is after you negotiate the price, what you're paying for the car with your taxes, tags, and fees. Parlay Collectible said finance managers only help themselves mostly. Yeah, I mean, listen, finance managers, again, I said this earlier with him in here. I personally don't think finance managers should be a thing. Like, listen, yes, they do a good job in terms of like submitting deals and getting deals bought and approved and all that. But like at the end of the day, like I feel like them trying to sell products, market rate, and all that should be eliminated. I think it should just be an iPad. I think you should walk into a finance office as a consumer, pick your service contract, pick Gap if you want it. There should be a set profit, no negotiation, and then you walk out the door with your products. I think it should be that easy. And then from there should be someone getting it bought and funded. I'm a salesman and I tune in to see what people complain about and change my ways. Oh, okay, cool. Well, if you want to, what type of dealership are you at? No deposit either? Okay. Katie, on a RAV4, if they didn't take a deposit, I would keep in mind they're probably not going to hold that car for you. But it's good that you didn't do a deposit without negotiating. Keep in mind, Katie, if someone puts a deposit down on that car, they may end up jumping that line before you. So just keep that in mind. No big deal. Excuse me. Merchant, what type of dealership are you at if you're a salesperson? Who knows? Maybe you're at a good dealer and we can connect. Maybe we have some clients in your area. We always want to do that, guys. If there's any salespeople or managers or car business people in here, guys, we got a yellow arrow on the bottom of the screen. We always love connecting with good dealership groups out there because we have a lot of them on our dealer connection list that's on our website. So, Katy, Texas. Okay, cool. Hey, Cake, how are you? Vicky, by the way, thank you for all the likes. I see you just double tapping like crazy. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank everybody else for all those double taps. We're almost at 10,000 likes. And guys, welcome in. My name's Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. I work at True Price, which is started by Billy the Car Kid. So if you guys like my content, you're going to love his stuff. He's got a ton more followers than me. We're trying to be like him when we get older. But our whole goal here is to help you guys as the consumer navigate the journey of buying the second largest purchase of your life. So for more info about our services, guys, we've got a yellow arrow in the bottom left of the screen. You can click that. Also, if you're in here and you don't follow us yet, top left of the screen, you can give us a follow there. And as always, as we're going through this, go ahead and double tap that screen. All those double taps lead to likes. Merchant, you're at CDJR. That's cool. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram. Good place to be. Good place to be. We're also live on YouTube and Twitch. So everyone on YouTube and Twitch, how we doing? If you guys have questions as we're going through this as well, I can see all three platforms here, so we can ask questions from all of them. So please, as we're going through it, ask your questions. Amide, thank you so much for your gift as well. And I'm so sorry if I always mispronounce your name. I don't know why, but I just can't get it right. Awesome. That is great news. Thank you so much for making this easy for all of us. So we just had a dealer that it was one of the premium cars that we were in here negotiating yesterday, guys, and they just agreed to deliver the vehicle an hour and a half away. So that's another thing and another perk that a lot of people don't understand that you can negotiate sometimes is delivery of that vehicle. So keep that in mind. If you're ever negotiating a deal and maybe they're an hour away and they're giving you a great deal, see if they'll deliver it. It doesn't hurt to ask, hey, Mr. Salesperson, could you also deliver this vehicle to us? I know we're an hour away, but it could help incentivize us to move forward. Candy, happy National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. You're not gonna believe this, Candy, but my fiance also said that to me this morning. She hit me with that. I'm like, I know Candy's gonna hit us with that. So, Candy, thank you so much for the gift. You're awesome. Candy, yeah. Any discounts for new Nissan Kicks? Oh yeah, absolutely. You can get a discount on those. Absolutely. Candy, yeah. And she made sourdough chocolate chip cookies, so it works out. Works out great. I'm looking for a starter vehicle for my son that is 16. So I'm just kicked my camera. Yeah. So if I'm you, Jessica, I'm simply looking for something that is reliable. I'd stick around Honda, Toyota, Mazda, Subaru, and I would stick around maybe 10 grand, maybe even under. I'd get a car off Facebook Marketplace, something that's just cheap, maintenance, easy, reliable, I think that's just the best route to go for a 16-year-old. You know, a 16-year-old doesn't need anything crazy. If you got a lot bigger budget, then you may consider a lease. You know, in 3 years, he maybe could trade that in, get something else, or then you can maybe buy the car. It just depends on really budget and how much you're wanting to spend for him. But I always recommend you don't need anything crazy for a 16-year-old. So, Braden, thank you. Said you love our lives. You are awesome. My dealership said they don't require deposits on vehicles. Hopefully, they weren't lying. Katie, well, in my experience, we've done a lot of RAV4s in the past couple months, and without a deposit or without any incentive to buy that car, the next person who comes in and who offers a deposit will probably get that car. So, what part of Eastern North Carolina are you in? Eastern North Carolina? No, I'm in Charlotte, so I'm dead center, maybe slightly west. He said specifically it wouldn't go on the lot until I came in and said I didn't want it. Fair enough, Katie. Fair enough. I just haven't seen that with RAV4s because you know a lot of them sell before they get there. So no, it's okay, Katie. Yeah, fingers crossed. Keep in mind, there's other ones too. Like, I mean, we're still getting very, very good deals. We're getting maybe up to $2,000 off, $2,100 off actually the other day on new RAV4s, even though everyone's charging MSRP plus add-ons. Some even marking them above MSRP. So just keep all that in mind as you try to negotiate that. But there's some that are either on the ground or in transit, so you can get good deals on them right now. Discount ask on a 26 CX5 premium or premium, $4,000, maybe a little bit more off MSRP, depending upon where you're at in the country. How do I get out of a lease? Even though I'm a first-time car buyer, I want a 4Runner, but an old one. How do you get out of a lease even though I'm a first-time car buyer? Does you're a first-time car buyer, but you're currently in a lease? Is that what you're saying? And how do you get out of that? Another day of wasting dealerships' times. I'm sorry you deal with that. Michaela, it's crazy. If you go look at my comments right now, it's just filled with people saying you're wasting people's time. You know, it's absolutely nuts. But hey, it is what it is. You know, I enjoy it because the only people who say that stuff is the dealership. So, to be honest with you, if I was still in the dealership world, I would hate a guy like myself too. You know, exposing the secrets and helping consumers get better deals. Yeah, who wouldn't hate me? Is a deposit the same is a deposit the same as a down payment, and is a down payment illegal? Jacqueline, I don't know where that got misconstrued, but a down payment it just limits the amount that you're financing. It's not illegal. It is 100% credible that a dealership does that. So, no, it's not illegal. The deposit can go into the deal as a down payment. So, for an example, let's say if you guys agree to numbers and the dealership wants a $500 deposit to secure it, and let's just say you're paying $20,000 for the car, that $500 goes into that deal. So then when you actually move forward with that car, you would owe $19,500 because that $500 deposit comes off of that, if that makes sense. So it goes into the deal. Laurie, thank you for saying that. You're awesome. I'm going to pin that, but love some good stuff in here. Personality, I think you have never bought in a car in your life. Personally, you think I've never bought in a car in your life? What? The fact that you just said something nice and then you're just saying that. Personally, let me read that again. Maybe I just misread that. I think you have never bought a car in your life. Fun hobby you have. Oh, Michaela, you got me. You must work at a dealership. Oh, sorry. Michaela, you threw me off. You were so nice at first and then threw the shot. I was like, oh my gosh, she works at a dealership. No, I bought a lot of cars. Again, I was in the dealership world for about a decade. So yeah, it was fun, I guess, if you will. But luckily enough, I bought a car probably like every 7-8 months. Being in the dealership world, you always just see new cars and want something different. So it never stops. I put $6,000 down to get told I never should have put that money down. I put all my childhood money into it. Yeah, Des, when it comes to a lease, I would never put that much money down. I would put just your first payment, and you just don't need a lot. Michaela, what I do at the dealership, I was a salesperson, I was a finance manager, I was a new and used car sales manager. I did everything but GM, if you will. But Des, going back to you, when it comes to a lease, first payment, maybe $1,000, maybe $2,000 max I would put down into a lease. But keep in mind, if you put a lot of money down, if you total out that vehicle, that money's gone. So when it comes to lease, you just want to put minimum down as long as you have good credit. Makes it super easy. And yeah, if you're going to finance a vehicle and you want to put $6,000 down or even more, you can. It's just completely up to you with a lease. No, I'd stay away from all that. Michaela, you at a dealership? Figure I'd ask you now. But guys, welcome in. We are early again. We're strictly staying completely free for a couple clients that are rolling through the dealership right now. So we're not doing any live negotiations. But welcome in. For those of you guys who have no idea who I am, my name is Tyler. I negotiate car deals every single day for a living. I work at True Price with Billy the Car Kid, arguably one of the biggest faces in the space of helping consumers buy cars. And yeah, so for more info about our service, guys, we got a yellow arrow bottom left of the screen. If you haven't followed us yet, top left of the screen, you can give us a follow right up there on our profile. And as always, as we're going through this, to answer all you guys' questions, please double tap that screen. It shoots us all into the algorithm with more likes. It just helps us get seen a little bit more. So we truly appreciate that. No, my boyfriend is in the dealership world. He's a sales manager. Oh, cool. Maybe he works at a good dealership. Maybe we can work some deals with him. Do you always have to put money down on the lease? David, absolutely not. If you have great credit, you actually can lease a car with no money down. Trust me, I've leased 5 cars in the past couple of years. And because, again, when I was a sales manager, I just did my own deal for every 6, 7 months. And I never put any money down. So I know for a fact you can lease with 0 down. Even though every dealership's like, oh, it's a requirement. You have to put at least your first payment down because it doesn't go to us. It goes to the manufacturer. It is what it is. You don't. You can just roll that in. Based in North Carolina, I'm sure he would love to work with you. Michaela, I'm in North Carolina too, so we work a lot of North Carolina deals. So yeah, absolutely. If he's at a good dealer, we would love to chat with him. Raleigh area. Oh, okay, cool. Good little spot. Good place to be. Awesome. Thank you for sending that. Yes, we got it. All right. Thank you for sending that. We sent it to our credit union, so we're just waiting for them to give us that go ahead, and then we'll schedule to come in. I'm sure you're aware of John Henster. Yes, I am. Yep, I am. Guys, I have a used car dealer text me right now. So, in terms of used cars, if you guys weren't in here yesterday, when it comes to used cars, just make sure if you guys are ever shopping, I'm just touching on this because it's fresh in my head. When you're shopping for pre-owned cars, guys, make sure that you just do your research. A lot of people always ask, like, if we do used car negotiations, and we do. But just keep in mind when it comes to shopping, we all shop from lowest price to highest price. So sometimes when you're, let's say if you find a very, very good deal and you reach out to the dealership, you're generally maybe not going to get a ton of money off depending upon how well it's priced. But always keep in mind that generally they're going to take their shot with dealer add-ons a lot more there because they're trying to make up profit. If they've had that car for a while, sometimes they're losing money. So just keep in mind, even if you're shopping pre-owned, you still want to get itemized breakdowns of worksheets. The reason I'm talking about that is I just had a couple of dealers yesterday that priced very, very good on Car Gurus and Edmunds.com. Very good as in like it's literally ranked as a very good deal. And then we get worksheets and then there's 2, 3, 4 grand of dealer add-ons. So just keep in mind, just because it details a very good deal on these buying platforms such as Car Gurus, it doesn't always mean that the dealership's going to honor the good deal. They may sell the price for the car for what they're advertising, but they're going to add on fees. So just keep all that in mind when it comes to used cars. On the lease, what if I drive more than 20,000 miles a year? If you drive more than 20,000 miles a year, I would not lease. I would finance that vehicle because it just wouldn't make sense. At the end of the lease, I mean, you can still trade in the vehicle so you don't have to go through a penalty of paying. But if you turn in that car and walk away, you'll get penalized. So, Guess, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you're ever driving that many miles, or if you plan on keeping your car more than 3 or 4 years, then just finance it. It's generally going to be a lot more in the long run if you lease it. If you go into a lease expecting to buy it at the end, as opposed to just financing it. So. Awesome. Thank you, buddy. Have you heard new Miata full EV? No, I have not, Brandon. I'm going to do some research on that as soon as I get off, though. Leases. This is another topic because I just got a text about it. Someone DM'd us. I was just looking. Money factors, guys, on leases. Keep in mind, you guys may not know this. When it comes to leases, finance managers can still hold rate. What that means is that they can jack up the rate what you qualify for. So keep in mind with a lease, there's still interest. And it's just fresh in my head. I'm just talking about it, thinking out loud. When it comes to a lease, let's say if you get qualified for top tier, that top tier rate may be X. They can still charge you this, and that spread difference is profit. So make sure when you're ever shopping for a lease and you're calling all these dealerships and you're doing all your research, make sure you ask them, what is the money factor? What is the residual? Because if you call 10 dealerships and 9 of them tell you that this is the rate and the residual, you generally know what that is, because generally not every single dealer is going to lie and try to do it. But just keep in mind, because the other day we were negotiating a brand new 430i BMW. The buy rate, just to give you guys an example, the top tier rate is 0.0024. So it's in a decimal point to make it even more confusing. They were charging us 0.0029. So 5 thousandths of a decimal point, but the payment was $58 more per month. So keep it in mind if you guys are ever negotiating a lease. When it comes to that, ask. Don't be scared to ask. What is the rate? What is the money factor? Because if you know that, generally you can help save yourself a little bit more money. Luckily enough, here at True Price, when we negotiate leases, we can kind of go into each deal knowing what the money factor is, what the residual is. So when we shop for the biggest discount, we can really back into what our payment is. But I just said that because someone just DM'd and asked us about holding rate on a lease. So I just figured we'd just chat about it real quick, because it happened literally 3 days ago. If you guys were in here live on Saturday, when we were negotiating the 430i, they did it, and it was $58 more per month. I mean, you add that up, that's $600 more a year that you're spending. I want to trade in for an Accord. Wait, I have a 2020 Honda Accord LX with one minor accident and $8K left on the loan. I want to trade it in for an Accord Sport. Is it worth it, or should I wait? Michaela, I think right now, if you're thinking about trading in that vehicle and getting something new, I wouldn't be opposed to trading in now. I mean, a benefit right now is that obviously the longer you keep your vehicle, the less your car is going to be worth. So I think right now, especially the way used car prices are up, you could probably maximize a little bit more money on that car, because all the prices are high. Your trading will be high as well. But keep in mind, that's going to correlate to the next car you're going to buy. That 2020 Accord may also be expensive. But I think right now it wouldn't be opposed to trading in that car right now. You can get good deals on new Accords. Have you heard anything about the Toyota ramping up on making more RAV4s? No, but I just personally think by the end of the year, hopefully the supply issue will be fixed. But I think eventually, right now, with demand, I think Toyota knows that because of that demand, they need to produce more. So I think it'll be fixed by the end of the year personally. But I haven't heard anything specifically. I haven't read anything where they're like, oh, yeah, we're going to be producing X amount of more, of that vehicle. My exact thinking, why wait and lose value? Unfortunately, I put 10 grand down at the time. Well, McKenna, that's good. I mean, 10 grand down, that's going to go into your loan. So you obviously will have equity in your car. So I don't think it's a bad thing that you put 10 grand down at all. Not a bad thing. You got to beat yourself up over that. I think it's actually a good thing because now you have equity and that's going to translate over to the next car that you try to buy. Just the girl who wants CarPlay. It's a big thing right now. CarPlay is a must. CarPlay is a great tool to have. I feel like everybody wants CarPlay, especially in 2026. Like if you don't have a car or if you have a car that doesn't have that, it's just like kind of sucks. Especially when you get in a car that has it and you feel spoiled and then you get in your car that doesn't have it. It has the whole screen looks like without the car. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Florida Outdoor on YouTube. How we doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you for popping in. Guys, like I said earlier, we are live streaming on YouTube, Twitch, and TikTok. Guys, if you haven't followed us on YouTube yet, we post, like I said, between I'd say 3 to 4 videos. I said 3 to 5 earlier, but 3 to 4 videos per week of live negotiations or just any types of tips and tricks that we think of. So we just posted one about an hour and a half ago as well. So with that said, it's this dealership who told me that they're not going to discount the dealer add-ons off the car because if they do, I lose the interest rate special at Toyota 3.99, which is an absolute lie. It's also illegal, but what do I know? I'm just a guy who negotiates deals on TikTok. I have a 2015 Tundra and looking for a 4Runner. What do you think of the Limited? Love it. Love any trim level of the 4Runner personally. Watch you on my lunch break. Travesty, appreciate you popping in here and watching. Any news on Lexus upping rollout numbers on the GX550? I haven't heard anything specifically, but I mean, the way it's going right now, maybe. I think it's kind of like a situation like the RAV4. They may end up rolling out a lot more inventory by the end of the year, but it just depends. Florida Outdoor, what a lie. Yeah, Florida Outdoor on YouTube. If you haven't watched it, go watch it. We just posted about an hour ago. Views are actually decent so far. So, Cameron, what up? I missed the comment on the Toyota interest rate. Oh, yeah. So, what I said is I posted a video this morning of a dealership that told me during negotiations, they said straight up that they have to charge me the dealer add ons because if they don't, I lose the interest rate at Toyota at 3.99, which is an absolute lie. Do you think if I'm waiting till end of the year to buy a 2026 Hyundai Palisade SEL, the inventory will be sold out? No, not at all. There's so many Hyundai Palisades out there that you'll be okay. User, you're welcome. Can you call them out on the lie? Oh, I told him. If you go watch the video, I told him straight up. I said, that's a lie. And he said, well, that's what my manager told me. And I said, well, I'm not calling you a liar, but if your manager actually said that, he lied. And I laughed, and then the salesperson laughed. And then I actually went into it and said, like, this is, you can't do that. That's absolutely impossible. And then we called other dealerships, and they all clarified it. Very, very easy. But I think it just comes with, like, a lack of training. A lot of salespeople kind of go into it and don't really know, like, what's right to say and what's not right to say. So his manager may have said something else, and he took it. But regardless, he shouldn't be telling customers that, especially people who know, like, what exactly he could actually really mean, because we know exactly how to go about it. So Dealer add-ons, the best are for vehicles en route. We automatically put tents and ceramic. Yeah, Florida Outdoor, that's the craziest thing is when a dealership says that they're charging us add-ons, it's in transit to the dealer, and we put them here on the dealer. Then I always tell them, like, how about we just save everybody time? You don't charge me the add-ons. You don't put the add-ons on when the car gets there, and we save money, and you don't have to put it on. And then they're all just like, well, it's a must. Because their biggest excuse is always, it's already on the car. Yeah. That's a risky UDAP violation on that issue. I agree. I agree. What is the biggest advantage to negotiating a lease? The biggest advantage to negotiating a lease? I mean, the biggest advantage is that you're going to pay less if you negotiate. I make about 55K at 24. Can I afford a 30, 35,000 on a car, 0 down, 78 credit score? YPT, I wouldn't buy a car. If you only make that amount, I wouldn't buy a 35,000 on a car. No, I would get something off Facebook Marketplace, 5 to 8 grand. And it's not anything personal to you. I just think you should save your money right now, especially being 24 years old. You don't need a brand new car. You just need something right now. You can get away with having a little clunker, a little beater. Don't spend your money there. Save your money, invest it. Sorry, I'm replying to a DM real quick. Thank you so much for reaching out. To get started, here is our website to sign up and make sure you request me so I can personally do your deal. Sorry, guys. Got to respond to all your DMs real quick. We like to, at least. Guys, thank you for the 20,000 likes. We're going to stay live for maybe another 30 minutes. We don't have a massive crowd in here, which is okay. At the end of the day, I kind of like smaller crowds where we can actually chat and answer all you guys' questions. But we're going to stay in here for maybe another 30 minutes or so. And if we don't quite start getting like a crazy amount of questions, we may kill a little early. But we got a lot of deals that we're working currently that we're just staying readily available for our clients. So so it is okay. Plus, we got a lot of content that we're making, guys. It's I think like 5 YouTube videos we got to make. So a lot of people are over at Delivers like, oh yeah, that's okay, no big deal. Any deals on the 26 Ford Explorer? Oh, absolutely. Any Ford, yeah, you can get a great deal unless it's like a Raptor R. On the 400 limited gas or hybrid, how long does the battery last? How long does the battery last? I mean, there's a warranty on the battery. I think it's 100,000 miles. So generally, there's a reason. There's a manufacturer's warranty on something. It's because that's kind of that sweet spot of when things could go wrong. So I would just keep in mind and see exactly how long that. I think it's 100,000. I think it's a 7-year, 100,000 mile for the battery. That's pretty standard. I just got here. You got 2,300. Oh yeah, that's okay. No big deal. The live negotiations always do well, especially when we do them here. Sometimes we have 400 people in here, so those are always fun. We're hopefully going to do one tomorrow, which is the funnest part. Florida Outdoor on YouTube said, "Are there any common cars right now going for over MSRP? Obviously, excluding the rare stuff like Raptor R. Over MSRP. I mean, every dealership would like to charge every car over MSRP. I think it depends. I mean, I had someone hit me for like 5 grand over on a RAV4 the other day, and we told them absolutely not. But they were always going to try to take their shot. But yeah, I mean, there's other cars out there that could be just dependent upon rarity and supply. It just depends. You trying to get him to do a negotiation on a 27 Nissan Armada? You can negotiate those. You can get a good discount on those. I'm not worried about that. $26,001 or 23 Audi R8 help. I would go the R8 personally. I think the R8 is one of the. I mean, just being discontinued value purposes, I think they're going to hold. They're going to be okay. I think that 2601, there's a lot more heavier depreciation in that car. So I would go the R8. What about boats or ATVs? No, we don't do that. Not yet, at least. Maybe eventually. How much you average in savings on buying a truck? Full size trucks right now, you can get killer deals. So, any thoughts on Honda Pilot? I don't necessarily need a third row. If you don't need a third row, I'd go a Passport, but I love anything Honda right now. So, Passport or Pilot, I'm cool with. But any Honda, any Toyota, great cars. Ren M, great question. Sorry, that's my son screaming. They are stopping all the Honda electric SUVs. Yeah, so I've heard. What full size truck do you recommend? My favorite is Tundra. Are you the guy doing Honda deals mainly in Georgia? We do deals in all 50 states, all across the country. So, I mean, we did a couple deals in Georgia the other day, if that's what you're referring to. The sounds of work from home, that's all you're there with your family. Yeah, I know. Yeah, they're over there just hanging out, having fun. They're in the living room, which is 30 feet away. I got a Ford Lightning LTZ. Got you. Cool truck. Cool truck. Now, me personally, guys, I'm a little against the electrics personally. It's just I'm a little biased. I just don't like electric vehicles. I think overall they're a little bit more expensive than what they should be, and the infrastructure behind it's like But any deals that you know of on an Acura MDX, I expect yeah, you can get deals on those. You talking about brand new or pre-owned though? We did a pre-owned MDX the other day, and Georgia ended up shipping it a couple states away. And luckily enough, on the used car, they took off actually a pretty big discount. It was like $1,800 off, and then they had dealer add-ons that we negotiated off too. So, Kev, pre-owned. Keep in mind, pre-owned cars, you may not get a big discount. Like, keep in mind if that car, if the dealership's had it for 60 days, they've lowered the price 2 grand in the past 60 days, it may be priced at a very, very good deal. But before you ever go into that dealership expecting a good deal, I would get an out the door worksheet, making sure that you know that they're not charging dealer add ons. So keep that in mind on used cars. They can still add that onto there. Love it. Towing sucks though, but camping wise, love it. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, it's a good car for camping for sure. Blissful thinking. How we doing? But yeah, what's Kev? Just to keep in mind on pre-owned cars, a lot of content, especially salespeople, if you watch a lot of salespeople say, "Oh, your presence is power," especially on a used car. No, it's not. It never is until I get an exact breakdown of what we're paying. If we're about to spend 30, 40, $50,000, I want to know exactly what I'm paying. For them to say, "Oh, well, you got to come test drive the car." Every pre-owned car may have something wrong with it, so you just want to come check it out. All that's great, but I want to know how much I'm paying. I want to get a breakdown of what they did at the dealership. Generally, they can show you some type of multi-point inspection or any sheet that shows what they did. They can also send you pictures and videos of any imperfections. You can get a lot of the work done on a pre-owned car before you ever go in. You can get a good idea of that vehicle and how it is, and generally by sitting at home and calling dealerships. But we always recommend on pre-owned cars for our clients to at least go in, test drive the vehicle, because you still want to touch it, you want to drive it, you want to sit in it, you want to smell it, you want to do everything that you can and do your due diligence on a pre-owned car. So, because you never know, being a pre-owned car, there could be something wrong with it. That's just that risk factor with buying a pre-owned car. Any good tip if a dealer won't remove dealer add-ons? Yeah, you call other dealers who will. If a dealership is refusing to remove the dealer add-ons, unless they're compensating for that add-on with a very, very good discount, I wouldn't buy that car. I would call other dealerships and say, listen, I'm trying to get this price off and I'm trying to get or pay no dealer add-ons. You can use that, or you can take that worksheet that they gave you that shows the dealer add-ons, shop it against another dealer, and maybe they give the same discount with no ads. But yeah, you just don't pay them. Thoughts on leading a diesel truck? Drive a company car daily and need it for towing. Yeah, I'm a big fan of diesel trucks if you're going to be towing. Pre-owned and new needs an expecting limit repair. No. Oh, Art 90 leasing. Thoughts on leasing a diesel truck? Yeah, I mean it depends. Like if you don't plan on keeping that car for 3 years, or if you don't plan on putting a lot of miles on it, yeah, you could lease it. Keep in mind if you're really trying to tow like heavy equipment, I would be careful because if something goes wrong with that car and it's not covered under warranty or something, whatever happens, and then you go to turn in that vehicle at the end of the lease, you could get hit with some stuff, but just depends. I don't think it'd be that big of a problem as long as you're not towing anything crazy. A boat mostly? Yeah, depends on how big the boat, but no, I think you'll be okay. Dave and Blissful, thank you so much for the gifts. You guys are awesome. Appreciate you guys. Also, want to give a shout out to top 5 viewers right now: Art 90 Notch 1, Chrissy's Mom 2, Eric 3, Nicole Burns 4, and Flight Nurse 5. I appreciate all you guys for popping in. I bought a Toyota Tacoma in 2025. Now I want another car. I need a cosigner. Ingrid, fair enough. I mean, if you need a cosigner, if you just bought that car, I would keep it. I mean, that truck is a good truck. It's going to last you a long time. I wouldn't jump out of it if you just bought it last year. You may have some negative equity, so just keep that in mind. But that's a good truck. I mean, if you're looking for another truck, I don't think there's a better one unless you just needed something bigger, and then I'd go Tundra. But I would keep the Tacoma personally. Best website to look for new cars. I like Car Gurus. I like cars.com. You can use really any site. Not really like a best, but I like Car Gurus. I just like the layout of Car Gurus. It's pretty easy for me. I'll keep it. I just need another car, but they said I need a cosigner. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I'll just keep the truck. It's a great truck. Is $21K a fair price? A dealer wants to offer me for my 2023 Mazda 650 Turbo with 67,000 miles. Nose 48 too. If I'm you, I would shop my trade at CarMax or Carvana first. I would get ideas of my trade and then use that to negotiate against the dealer. Generally, if the dealer gives you a number, it's probably on the lower end, on the lower side, but it just depends. It depends. I would still get those third-party quotes from CarMax or Carvana or any other buying platform that you like. You're welcome. What do you think about the BMW 550 2019? Yeah, I'm a fan overall. Depending upon miles, though, I would probably stay away if it's got a lot of miles on it. Bring a trailer and Carvana auctions are really good to look at as well. Yeah, fair enough. Nose 48, thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. All right, guys. So we are probably going to call it quits. If there's any other last second ask away, we'd love to help you guys out. We just don't have the biggest crowd in here, so it's completely okay. We go live again Monday through Saturday, 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow we should be back with another live negotiation. I really wanted to stay open for our clients because they're texting me and going into the dealer today. So if If you guys have any last second requests, please ask in the comments. Also, if you guys have any questions about our service and want to hire us, we got a yellow arrow bottom left of the screen. Excuse me. We'd love to help you guys in any type of way that we can. Also, if you haven't already, top left of the screen is our profile. Click our profile. Give us a follow if you haven't already. I'm looking at a pre-owned 2025 TRD Sport Premium with 5,000 miles. Does it seem like a good deal? I wouldn't know. I'd have to shop it based on the price. But being pre-owned, there's so many different markets with pre-owned. Like that truck or that car will, whatever pre-owned car you're looking at, will be a different price in New York versus Florida versus California. So many different markets. I would just have to shop. Cool. But just keep in mind when it comes to pre-owned, guys, look on Car Gurus at like a 200-mile radius. Look specifically for that make, model, that trim level, similar miles, even the same color. See what they're going for. Look at comparables. Look at Carfaxes. Make sure they're all no accidents, no damage, that they all compare in some type of way, and see the prices. And if there's one that's really, really cheap compared to the one you're looking at, maybe you could use that cheap one against the dealership that has the car that you really want. I am in Florida as well as Ocala. Oh, cool. Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. Trash Panda. If you're looking for like a pre-owned car, I would shop in my area, 150, 200-mile radius on Car Gurus, and see what other cars are going for. Each pre-owned car is a little bit different somehow, some way. So, but keep in mind, always look at the Carfax. If it's very, very cheap compared to all the comparables, there's generally a reason. So just keep all that in mind. But guys, I appreciate you guys popping in here. We've been live for about an hour and a half. So we're actually going to call it quits. We may come live later on today, but we always go live Monday through Saturday, 12 p.m. Eastern. So we will be back with some more live negotiations later on in the week. Like I said, today we wanted to do a big Q&A, help you guys navigate the journey. And we also have 2 clients that are either at the dealership right now or on their way. So we just want to stay free for them. But guys, it's been a pleasure. Thank you guys so much for watching for the past 90 minutes. It's been fun. We'll see you guys tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern. Enjoy your afternoon.